Yo, what up? It's V from Valed and and
Lady Barbara Meg,
also from Valed and Hey, yo, check it out. We just completed day one of our new location at 1068 Elmwood Avenue, Buffalo, New York 14222, and I just want to get your thoughts and opinions on all the things that took place.
Definitely a lot more foot traffic. Definitely. It's cool to see, like, well, we've used this word a million times to describe it, but it's definitely a lot more eclectic than Hurdle. And I like seeing all the different walks of life on the strip. And I like all the food choices. There's a lot more food. I think I've been to Mr. Pizza like 3 times this week.
It's only Wednesday.
I know. Well, we were putting the shop together yesterday. I ordered from there today. And then whatever day we were just there doing something. I don't know, it was a couple days ago. So they're gonna probably get sick of seeing my face, but I don't really care. I feel like we've made some new friends, business-wise.
Oh yeah, we got
already.
facilities next door.
Lots of people, like, just coming up to us and saying, like, either good luck on your big day of your grand opening, or, well, not like grand opening, but just our reopening. And a lot of congratulations, like, even just when we were pulling up with the U-Haul the other day to unpack, just people on the street before we even opened the U-Haul door just congratulating us and wishing us the best. And it's really cool to, like, hear that support, because you're not really sure how you're gonna do in a new space. So it was really uplifting. It gives me a lot of hope for the business.
Yeah, it's been a long process getting there, so yeah, I got high hopes for it too. Like a month, well, 2 months. I guess I started the journey in July. I was leaving the park after a workout, and I was going to Gutter Pop Comics on Elmwood, and they told me that they were closed. They've moved locations, so they moved down the street on Elmwood to Elmwood and Bidwell. But I mean, for those that aren't in Buffalo, you know, let me explain it. So we're on Elmwood. Bidwell is like the next block down from where we are, and there was a vacancy there. So we were looking at that, me, my girl, and my workout partner Jared, shout out Halal Paper, and we were looking through the window, and then just the gears started turning for me, like, yo, it's really time to expand and move up. It was a debate between second location or, you know, keep Hurdle and do this. That option is still on the table. But the core group, we had to go on Elmwood because the space that we were in, I told you in the last video, we were growing out of it, but really it was just extremely hot. There was a bakery next door. They had, like, ovens going all day long. They refused
lining the walls. They
refused to turn on the AC, and, you know, our setup was a little janky. The AC was connected. Well, I don't want to, you know, mess up no, you know, permit situations, but, you know.
Just wasn't ideal.
Yeah, nah. We share AC, and they controlled it. And they didn't want to turn it on. Yeah. So our clients sat in a sauna for the whole entire summer. One of the things that people say about our new shop, especially me, is that it's cold, because we got that AC booming now.
Yeah, so when people come in and say, what's up to you, and you say cooling, yeah, we're cooling. I think I said I was too cold like 2 or 3 times today, but that's a great feeling. I would at least rather have that option to be too cold, and not just, like, on a 90-degree day have to prop the door open just to cool down the shop. Like, you can quite literally just, like, touch the walls and feel the heat coming through them from the oven. So I'm glad we don't have to deal with that anymore. Yeah, I really thought about putting a sign. I was telling one of my clients today, I was thinking about putting a sign on the door for our current clients when they switch over that just says that we got AC. Because telling all my clients about the new location, their first question is there going to be central air? So it's cool.
So clearly we like the new space that we have more than the old space. We got a break room, we got an office, we got central air, we have more space, we got bigger windows, more foot traffic. I mean, it's a win for the win.
Mm-hmm.
How about the strip, Elmwood versus Hurdle? Which one do you like more so far?
I still like Elmwood better so far. I'm excited for like the nightlife scene, I guess, if that makes sense. Like even just when we were there painting, when we were there putting the shop together, I don't know, it just kind of comes to life, and it's just super chill, and it just makes those summer nights come to life though, which I really wish that we would have got to witness more of that. Like I wish we could have moved sooner to kind of like really experience that during the summer, because summer's kind of coming to an end now. But I don't know, it's a cool new experience. It's like a whole different, I don't know, what were you saying when you said like people speak of Elmwood like it's its own little city kind of?
Yeah, all the contractors that I spoke to, the landlords that I spoke to, because we looked at several different spaces, and I was in talks with Simonelli, the Simonelli group, for a space, and they outsourced their Elmwood dealings to someone else because of the culture on Elmwood. The people are really proactive and involved in what goes here, what doesn't go here, and permits with signs and doing stuff. Like it's a lot more strict on Elmwood, which I would say is arguably the best strip. So, you know, I was riding home last night and I had an epiphany about this. I'm just like, yo, like literally I'm driving something I wasn't doing a year ago to a place where I didn't live a year ago, from a place that I didn't work a year ago. So it's like a lot of life changes happening all at once. And just thinking like where I come from, like, you know, my first memories of life come from the Langfield projects of just growing up, which is the other side of town. So who would have thought that I'd be able to open up a business on Elmwood during a fucking pandemic?
Yeah.
So,
really,
you know, hard work pays off.
Crazy circumstances.
But I can't stress enough that it wouldn't have been possible without having good people around me, like you and everyone else.
And Ben.
Yeah, because Ben was my roommate for a minute.
Ben's a pretty cool roommate.
Yo, for real. Ben was eating all the snacks.
All the snacks. No, you should be really proud of yourself. It's cool, like when we were just sitting there putting the shop together, getting everything ready the other night, and just kind of sitting back and asking questions about how all of this came about, because we were talking about how Amazon started out in the basement and like where it is now. And so I remember just asking you like where did Fade in Full start, and it was cool to just kind of hear the origin of like how that all manifested from just the thought, and all the work, all the hard work that you put in to turn your life around and make all those changes, even when they weren't comfortable, and like knowing that you were losing some people and having to make some really tough calls. So, and I'm super grateful and honestly honored to have been a part of that process. It's been really fun to watch the transition. I mean, it's still happening, but it's been cool to be a part of it and have a hand in it. And I mean, not even a year ago, almost a year ago in November, I wasn't even in Buffalo. So it's been a pretty cool past year too, of just lots of growth. And it is crazy that we can have all this growth in the middle of a pandemic. And I think it's going to work really well for us. Quite honestly. It's been easy to believe in your vision. Like, the more we talk about it and just how passionately you speak about it, and like the way your face lights up when you talk about it, it's just easy to tag along and be along for the journey.
I do get really, really excited when I talk about all that we can do. And it's good that I can do that now, because I will be in circles where, you know, people just dim your light. And I don't even think it's intentional. I have no hard feelings toward those people. You know, some people just have limiting beliefs.
Yes.
Like if, you know, if we're just like in a fucking war zone where bombs are dropping, let's just say we're overseas or something in North Korea or some shit. You know, where, no, I'm serious, like North Korea, like you'd be lucky to like eat some old molded potatoes in some places. So just think like, yo, I'm gonna get out of here and go to America. People look at you like there's no way.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna, like,
they just laugh at you.
I'm gonna get a magazine or a Bible. Like, that shit is not allowed in North Korea. You know, you gotta really, like, there are a lot of things in my life that really put things in perspective. And talking to people that come from other cultures, like overseas in different countries, like they come here, this is the American dream. It seems like, you know, you have your people, domestically, yo, these immigrants, these Mexicans, these people that come here and blah, 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 they get the tax breaks. And no, they come here and work.
They're motivated.
They come from less than what we have. Like, we live in a culture where, and I'm not going to go on a political tangent, but we live in a culture where we pretty much have all of the opportunity and don't take it.
At our fingertips. I was actually just watching a video the other day of like this. It was more of a physical transformation of this kid that wanted to do this workout for like 30 days or whatever. And he was just saying how we have all of this access right at our fingertips, like that we can look up all these videos and whatever and do these workout programs for free. Like they're right there. Just go into YouTube and type it in, and we just don't do it because we're lazy or unmotivated. And it's crazy to even think that we can take so much for granted, like that we even have the luxury of taking things for granted is nuts. And then we just do, just because we don't feel like it or it's not the right timing or whatever. I can't even imagine what it would be like to come from some place where you just grind because your life depends on it.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
It literally could just be like the difference between life and death.
We got people that are complaining about not being able to make $30 a day when you have people in the world that are working 100 times as hard for $3.
Yeah.
Like, let me put this in perspective for you. I always say this. The United States is the only place in the world where you can be poor and obese.
Yeah.
You could be fat and broke. I was riding to the barber shop the other day, the new shop, and I was like, you know, one of my motivated early morning moods. And I just saw, like, I just happened to, in my peripheral vision, just saw like something big and tall on the side of me. This guy had a shopping cart with like wood, like built on top of the shopping cart, full of bottles and garbage bags full of bottles. And I was just thinking,
and you
like,
see that
yo,
all the time.
He's got to have like $200 worth of bottles in that cart. And he's up, and I'm coming to the shop around, it's like 7 a.m. I'm riding to the shop, and he's up, ready to go cash in. I'm like, yo, I want the grind that he got.
That mindset.
I don't know how he got there, but his grind is up there. His grind is on 100.
Which is crazy because those are the people that people pick on. But I can't, like, whenever I see people like that, I can't be mad at them because they're out there doing work. Like, I wouldn't be caught going through garbage cans and recycling bins doing that, but they do what they have to do. They do what's necessary, and they don't care who sees it because they might not have that luxury. And that's definitely not uncommon to see. I've just in the few months that I've been on Hurdle, I see that a lot. Probably at least once a week. And it doesn't matter if it's winter, you're still going to see it.
I have a question that I want to ask you. I've been wanting to ask you this on cam. And I think,
oh, no.
I think No. I think people need to know this.
Oh, okay.
What was it like moving to a new town and starting at a barbershop in a city where you don't know many people? What was that experience like?
Not as nerve-wracking as I thought it would be. Like, okay, so being a barber, there's always that transitional period of time. Like, I had kind of just gone through that because I was a new barber 2 years ago anyway. So, like, I had just started building my clientele and gotten it to where I wanted it to be. And, like, that waiting period is crazy annoying. It's so inconsistent, and, like, there's just a lot of uncertainty, like, where it tests your faith or whatever. It's, like, almost guaranteed to be at least a 6-month period of not knowing, like, how you're gonna pay your bills. So that was probably, like, the worst part of it. Oh jeez, Ben's gonna jump out the window.
You better not jump out this window or hit me in the face with your towel.
That was the worst part. I was really excited, and, like, it was really refreshing, honestly, to come to a shop, because I knew that I was going to learn a lot of different styles of cuts that I had been looking forward to, like, with being in a bigger area. And so, like, I was more excited than anything else. And, like, you and I had already been in communication for probably 6 months before I moved, so I wasn't really nervous about that because I already felt like I knew you and, like, the people in the shop, because I had already come in and introduced myself or whatever. But yeah, it was more excitement than anything else. And I don't really know if that's, like, a fair question to ask me, because I had already been a little bit familiar with Buffalo, just because, like, whenever we went Christmas shopping or anything like that, living in Olean, that's kind of where you went anyway. So I was kind of a little bit familiar, and, like, had come to a barber expo here. I had stayed at a few hotels here for, like, concerts or whatever, so, like, already been in the area. But I like Buffalo. I don't have anything wrong with that. I don't see it as, like, my forever home, but it was definitely a step up, because just like us growing out of the shop on Hurdle, like, I was outgrowing the area that I was in, so I was more anxious to build something and to know that, like, I was gonna grow in my trade and my craft. So, and I don't think I expected the amount of growth that I've experienced in such a short amount of time, even with the almost 3 months of not being able to cut. That's crazy to even look back and see cuts from before I moved here, or even just, like, right when I moved here, fresh, and learning just different techniques and stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely a difference. I was looking at some of your old pictures and videos.
Yeah.
And I can't help but see them, like, while I'm editing and stuff. I got them all in the same folder.
Yeah.
So I saw the difference. You're kind of like an immigrant coming here from Olean. I don't know. I guess I did have that that kind of different mindset, I guess, of having the opportunity to go somewhere where I knew that I could do better for myself and have, like, better opportunities, just even from 2 hours away. You were telling Wes that you were gonna come in all guns blazing. Everybody better watch out. Like I predicted, like I guess you could say it's like a kind of like how a team picks player in a draft type thing. I predicted you just gonna come in the league and ball out, like all guns blazing, like come in really smoke, everything moving. Cause everything that I was looking for everybody to do, you were already doing it. So that, that resonated with me a lot, like, and wanting to have you here in Buffalo.
You mean as far as, like, posting content and things like that?
I mean, how else would I be able to see from two
Yeah, that's true.
Hours away. So you got to keep that in mind. Like I was talking to the social media guy, and I don't think he really understood it. He was like I don't know. I think you were there when I was like, yo, yeah, I've been running ads in Rochester and running ads in places.
Yeah, that was new to me. I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, so they see that Fade and Full. But they're like, what the fuck? Where is Fade and Full? Like, why don't, like, have you heard of that? Like, you asking people.
Check this out.
Yeah. And, you know, the inquiries come in. You know, you might got barbers from other places. I think that's how Chris came along, to be honest with you. Because how else would he have even known about us? But, you know, but it's like, I'm just speaking to posting. Because it's you got the world in the palm of your hand. So why just keep whatever you're doing to the 50 people you know? Like, but everybody don't know how to use social media, so I get that too.
Yeah.
Sun is going down, so I don't want to look like
you don't want to
Daffy Duck with his beak shot off.
Drive off into the sunset without even moving.
Maybe we can make this a series every time we sit in the truck. We're waiting on somebody to show us a barber chair because I was cutting with a fold-out chair today. Took it back to the essence.
That was fun. Watching him just be all hunched over.
My back hurt, and I was deadlifting this morning too.
Oof, that's the wrong day to deadlift.
30. Wait, what's 315 plus 10? 315 plus 20. It's 335. Three reps. But I was mad though. I was mad as fuck this morning, man. I was so mad. I edited yesterday's video and rendered it and exported it just from my laptop to update in the middle of the night. So when I woke up, no more video. And guess what? All the clips that I sourced, gone. Like all those old videos that you seen, like all that shit was gone. So I had to start all over this morning. Yeah, man,
that's so annoying.
Hell yeah. Luckily, I know my way around. I could do it pretty fast because I knew kind of where everything was, but I still had to put it in place and do all the whole process all over again. Me problems. But yeah, today was good. Very happy, very proud. I hadn't really soaked it up yet, to be honest with you. Like the congratulations is good, but I try not to get too high on the love.
It kind of hasn't really sunk in yet.
Nah, not yet.
It still just seems surreal. It's crazy to think about because, like, we've been working so hard. I mean, like, we've been working hard, but I've only been a part of the process for a short amount of time. So, like, I can only imagine how good it feels to, like, be on Elmwood and, like, walk into your first day of work knowing that that's something that you built. So it'll be cool to, like, talk to you after it kind of has sunk in already. I
enjoy the process more than the goal, and I understand like what we're doing is a never-ending journey. Like, I mean, clearly we didn't see being on Elmwood as the end game. Like, I saw something way further, but this is the beginning of getting us there. Like, I saw big things with the move down to Hurdle where we are now after a while, but this one, like, is different. I haven't had a chance to soak it up. Still part of it. Still some things that need to get done that I want to get done, and some personal goals that I got. Oh, so we still going. So
I mean, why not? Oh, we better turn mine off. I'm getting washed out. We gotta bring you back though.
I mean, fuck, I might as well just say this shit on cam. I really just want to get, like, everybody going on all cylinders. I'm not going to, like, specifically point out people. I want to get everybody going on all cylinders. Like, one of the things that bothered me on Hurdle in the beginning was that, like, I'll be busy, like, 12 hours straight, boom, 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 boom. And then, like, watching my people sit around, like, I don't like that. Oh, he's here, so. You want to sign it out?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, before you sign out, subscribe. Hit the thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe.
Buffalo, we're coming for you. We're here. 1068
What's up?
Elmwood. Meet us there.